All right, welcome. Now this is a very special opportunity, Zoom, because we're actually going to be talking about two things tonight, which is it's kind of a rare moment where when you have a massive mega niche that is trending within a $1 trillion industry, and I'm talking the numbers keep doubling, year after year on this trend. And then when you combine that with the most popular shopping period of the season and they overlap at the exact same time, that's when you can actually end up making a lot of money, especially in a short period of time. So, we're going to talk about the why now factor and why you want to combine a trending niche with the biggest shopping season of the year and what that can look like for you. Now, what we're going to be talking about is K Beauty. And if you don't know who doesn't know what K Beauty is or who didn't know what it was? I actually did not know what K Beauty was when I first heard that. I was like, K what? What is that, a brand? What does that mean? I didn't know what that included. So if you're curious what K Beauty is, K Beauty means all things beauty that come out of Korea. And so, if you don't know this, Korea is actually considered the skincare capital of the world. And all of the best products come out of Korea. In fact, I was at a holiday pop-up event today and I was, chatting with a gal who had just gotten back from Korea because she specifically flew there to meet with some different spas, some different practitioners, because she said Korea has the best products, Korea has the best doctors, they have the best med spas. And so she specifically went there just for that. I know the Kardashians just hopped on their jet to go to, even though they have access to the best of the best in LA, they still flew over to Korea because it really is the best when it comes to beauty, hence K Beauty. So, what we're going to be talking about is Korean skincare. And if you don't know this, K beauty is something that is not just gaining popularity here in North America, but globally around the world. In fact, globally right now, it's a $91 billion market. But over the next few years, it's going to double to more than $187 billion just in the next few years. In fact, there's something that has happened that has never happened before, where we all know France. France has always been known for Chanel, Lancome, Dior, all of these top major beauty retailers. But for the first time ever, K Beauty has now overtaken France in terms of import exports, not just in North America, but in different countries around the world. This has never happened before, where K beauty is now more in demand than products from France. I'm sure France is definitely sweating right now because they know that they're now coming in second to Korea. So, what does this mean? Well, what is happening is here, just in North America alone, the search for Korean skincare on Google is now up 389%. In fact, it keeps growing and going up so quickly that it even keeps outdating our own graphics. So it's now up 389%. It's trending on Google, it's trending online, it's trending on social media, even on TikTok. A lot of people, I don't know if you realize this, but you can actually use TikTok as a search engine. So just like if you would search things on Google, you can now search it on TikTok and you can find a short form video that's going to give you all the information you need. And there are 41 billion views for the hashtag Korean skincare. And we are at such an interesting moment in time because we're really at the forefront of this global explosion. And people are hearing about K beauty, they're hearing about Korean skincare, but they don't know which one is better or why. They don't know which one to start with. And they're really looking for somebody to tell them which brand to use and what it's going to do for them. So insert Black Friday. What do we know about Black Friday? Because it's right around the corner. So we know we have this global niche that is exploding. Now we know that we have Black Friday right around the corner. Now this is interesting because consumers spent $10 billion last year online in 2024, which was up 10% from the year previous. We only see these numbers keep going up, so we can just assume that we're going to see another couple $1 billion added on to what people are going to spend in 2025. Now, this is going to blow your mind. Between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Friday, on Black Friday last year, online shoppers were spending an average of 11 million per minute. $11 million per minute last Black Friday. And you guys, it is only increasing. People are all like, are just buying more and more. And I'm going to tell you that that does not exclude personal care. Personal care sales climbed 530% last year, including beauty and wellness. And here's the most interesting part. Most shoppers will try a product they've never used before only during major sale events. So what's the opportunity here? The opportunity is being able to partner with a global niche within a $1 trillion industry, which is the beauty category, but you have a niche sitting inside of it that's getting ready to explode. And you have Black Friday around the corner where shoppers are ready to spend. And that is how you can actually put some extra money in your pocket for the holidays, have your Christmas paid for, being able to pay off those credit cards, not getting behind on the holiday season, not looking at those credit card bills in January. And so this is what we're going to be talking about. These are some of the self-care K-beauty products we're going to be sharing about. Why are they different? Why do people see results on these? And like I said, Korea is considered the skincare capital of the world and the hardest market in the entire world to go #1 in. They did it. In the hardest market, they sold $3 billion and they sold 40 million jars of their dermatology cream. And so why did they do that? Why does it work so well? Well, ask the person that invited you to send you this 3-minute brand video. Now I have the sound turned off because I'm going to talk over it for time's sake, but this really explains the science and the technology behind the brand. And I want you to listen to it very, very closely. And what happened was the #1 product formulator, he owns Ask Labs. Ask Labs is the #1 product formulation lab in Korea. They were researching something called tiger grass. The reason is because tigers would roll around in this because it would heal their wounds faster. Well, he developed his own strain of this, actually developed his own species of plant, and it is extremely hard to get a patent on a species. It takes about 3 years to get that done. And he developed his own technology where it was rapidly healing the skin in just 5 to 7 days. So he decided to form a company with this. That's when they decided to release this in the direct selling space, which I'll explain more why they chose that later. And what was interesting is the reason why people see results on this so quickly in just 5 to 7 days is because this is a cosmeceutical. This does things that regular skincare cannot do. So if you've ever put numbing cream on your skin, if you've gone to the dermatologist, your skin is numb in about 20 minutes, that is a cosmeceutical because it uses a microfluidizing process that allows the product to penetrate to the deepest layer. So this has that technology. And then what happens is it uses nanoliposomal technology to heal from the cellular level, from the inside out. This is not skincare, this is skin repair. You will see results. And I always tell people, don't take my word for it. Let the camera be the judge on if it works for you or not. And the camera doesn't lie. I will say that. Humans lie, the camera does not lie. And so not only is it a cosmeceutical, not only does it have this technology, but it has 13 different patents in the skincare alone, including exosomes, and they added NMN. NMN stimulates your body's own ability to produce NAD. So if you've seen anything on social media, everybody's talking about NAD injections because NAD is like your body's fountain of youth. This is telling your body to produce higher levels of NAD. Okay, I promise that is the most sciencey that we're going to get tonight. That was it. Did you guys survive my science lecture, which is our science class that we had tonight? So this is just kind of recapping what I just shared with you. But they have a couple of different product lines. The one on the left in the green, that is water-based. So it's really great for regular skin types, sensitive skin, acne prone. The one on the right in the white bottles, that's oil-based. So I would say use that more if you have very, very dry skin or maybe very mature skin, or if you are already using an oil-based line, that would be a great one to transition into. But my favorite thing about these products is that they're clean. They not only abide by the European Union standards, but they actually go way further than that. They ban over 3,000 toxic chemicals from their products. So this is actually my forehead on the left. You can see my results after 5 days. My husband is in the middle. I'm really blown away by his pores and his hyperpigmentation that is gone. And then our friend MJ is on the right. Now, hers is interesting because you can see the reduction in the inflammation in her skin. And that's one of the things that, the patented species that they created, the giant Bienpool, it actually reduces inflammation in the skin. And I love this side by side picture. You can really see how it gets rid of the texture, the pores, the wrinkles, the sunspots. You can really see side by side what it does. And then of course on darker skin tones, you can see how it really helped with her scarring, with brightening, with some of the pigmentation that she had on her skin after just a couple of months. So this woman on the left, she is actually Hawaiian, and after using the skincare for just a few months, you can see how it looks like it took about 20 years off of her face. And then I love my friend Sharon's picture in the middle. She lives in Florida. Just what it did again for the inflammation, and just it completely changed her skin. She's really blown away by her own results. And then of course Ardra with her dark circles on the right, how it helps with that. But you know what the coolest thing about this is the fact when you have someone who doesn't feel like they have to put on makeup just to go to the grocery store. And this is truly changing the quality of their lives when they feel more confident and comfortable in their own skin. That's one of the things that I love is that we're selling confidence. So that's something that's really incredible for me, not only for teens. I mean, this completely changed her world. I mean, how hard high school and college is for teens already, and then to have to deal with acne on top of that. So the fact that this can help heal, remember, why is it working for anti-aging and it's working for acne? Is because remember, it's healing from the cellular level. It's healing from the inside out. So of course, men are loving the results too. Enough so that men are actually using the full ritual, even though maybe their ritual before included like a bar of soap in the shower. Now they can't wait to put the skincare on. So we also have a whole separate hero product line, which is called the Bodolab line. Now, what's interesting is they have 3 different patents on the Bodolab alone, and this is actually helping to grow hair. So the reason is because they were studying something called desert algae. It's a type of algae that grows in extreme heat, and they found an ingredient in it called loleolide that was actually strengthening the hair follicles. This is like skincare for your scalp. That's going to help control the sebum, which allows more hair growth to come through. You can see after just one wash how it helped with her scalp psoriasis, and you can see how the fullness and thickness comes back in the hair after use. And then of course they have a body line, which is like skincare for your body, that also has patented ingredients that are going to help with crepiness and discoloration in the skin. Now, if you are prepping for the holidays, Turkey Day is right around the corner. These are great because these are pellets. So this is Eastern medicine. These are pellets you drink with water. They expand 40 times their size and they gently scrape the sides of the intestinal wall to clean you out. Because it's so important because we absorb nutrition through our intestinal wall. So you have to make sure that you're cleaned out and regular. And I highly recommend these for 2 reasons. So these are collagen ampoules that you drink. And it's so funny. I was at a pop-up today and I was handing these out and they were starting to pour them in their hand because they thought it went on your face. I go, no, 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 in your mouth, drink them. And then they were like, oh my gosh, these taste amazing. But what's so great is there's 28 different types of collagen in the body. And this is a type 1, which is the most beneficial for the hair and the skin. And, but not only that, it's an immune booster. And as we're heading into the cold and flu season, this is really great because it's going to boost your immunity because it has selenium, glutathione, and vitamin C in it. So it's like 2 for 1 for me. So when you're craving something sweet in the afternoon, you can take a collagen ampoule shot of this. It's perfect time of day. So these are the viral collagen melting sheet masks, and I actually did a couple of demos with these today, and everybody is just blown away when they see the magic happen on their face when it dissolves in the skin, like what Karen's doing. And the reason why these are so unique is because you have to realize most masks out there are wet, right? So they put preservatives and ingredients in there to give it a longer shelf life, to keep it from molding, and then that's seeping into your skin. Well, this is actually 100% New Zealand collagen that's dry, and you put it on your skin when your face is a little bit tacky from some of the products. Ask the person that invited you. And then you spray the booster spray and it completely absorbs into the skin. But you have to realize most collagen molecules are too large for your cells or your body to absorb it. This uses microspun nanocollagen fibers that are 40 times smaller than the human pore. So you have a 28% reduction in wrinkles after the first use. And I'm going to prove it to you. So we actually had a woman, she wanted to test out the collagen mask without using the skincare. So she just used the collagen sheet mask and the booster. It comes in 6 in a pack. And she used one every single day for 6 days, and these were her results. This really blew me away. And it made me realize what we have our hands on just with the collagen mask alone. Okay, so they also have Korean skincare infused makeup. Now, this is unique because this is actually healing your face and your skin while you're wearing it. So they have some butter lip tints that have hyaluronic acid. They're going to help heal the lips while you wear it with the staying power. They also have a 4D cushion, which is a hybrid makeup. So this actually makes your makeup look like it's been airbrushed or professionally done. Now, Neiman Marcus has a brand, La Mer, which is very expensive if you've ever heard of it. They have a cushion foundation that sells for $150. Of course, this is like that technology, except more advanced because this has the patented ingredients, but without the price. So this is $55 for a compact, and it comes with a refill. So it's like you're getting 2 for 1. And what it does, like I said, it's like a filter for your face. It blurs your pores. We had a celebrity makeup artist send this in, and she was blown away what it did for the blurring action. And you can see some before and after pictures of what it does. It comes in 5 shades from anywhere from light to deep. So all different kinds of skin tones can wear it, and they're adding more colors coming in 2026. So this is really the calm before the storm, before you hear a lot more about this brand. They believe in first class marketing, just like this. This is one of the ads that they have in Korea. This is Won Bin. Won is kind of like the Brad Pitt of Korea. He's the #1 actor there. And he endorses the brand. He loves it. But this is an example of one of their ads. And you can see it looks like a YSL ad or a Versace commercial. I'm really blown away by the quality of their advertising. And if you ever wonder, what they have next, they're always going to collab with the best of the best. This is Frederic Bertin. Frederic is the #1 fragrance formulator in the world. He formulates fragrances for brands like Tom Ford, Louis Vuitton, and now Rimmon. So they also partnered in a collab with a company called Pentagram, which is the #1 marketing and branding firm out of New York that partners with brands like Valentino, Lululemon, Starbucks, and Christian Louboutin, many more, and now Rimmon. So the branding is there. The owner of the company, he's very focused on first class innovation and then, of course, first class marketing. And the best thing about this is that you all of a sudden become a walking billboard. So people are walking around. I was just talking to a gal, Natalie. She's a business owner here in Houston. And she goes, everybody keeps asking me what I had done on my skin. She's like, I didn't have anything done. And she goes, oh my gosh, it's the Korean skincare. And everybody's like, did you get something done? Did you get laser? Did you get appeal? Did you get filler or Botox?" She's like, "No, it's the Korean skincare." And so she goes, "I've been telling so many people about this that," she said, "I think I need to grab an affiliate link." And so, for $20, she's going to partner with the company. And, we like to make money, but we also like to have fun. And so this is just an example of one of the trips that we have coming up, where we're going to be going to Costa Rica. We're also opening up the K Beauty brand in Costa Rica in 2026, which is exciting. But here's what you can do. What's unique is a few different things. One of the things that's unique is this brand does not require you to have a subscription or an auto shipment. And when I first heard that, I wanted to know why. And they said, because we don't have to. Because anyone that uses, these products once are not going to stop using them. So we don't have to require our affiliates to purchase them. And I thought that really showed a lot of confidence in the products that they said that. And you're just going to buy the products when you need the products, when you want more products, when I sold a lot of products today at the holiday pop-up that I was at, because people were saying, "Oh my gosh, I've heard Korean skincare is the best, but I didn't know which one to get and I didn't know what to try." So they were so excited to try it and get started on it. What's also interesting is you can lock in 20 and 30% for life and never lose it. Most companies, you have to climb your way back up the affiliate scale to requalify at percentages. Here, you can lock those in for life, and you can actually earn up to 54% on affiliate commissions. So something else that's unique is your volume is going to roll over to the following month to help you towards rank advancement. You can also check match on what other people do. So when you wash your face and talk about it, and then you show other people how to wash their face and talk about it, you can earn up to 40% off of their check, which is really neat. So this is really the man behind, he's kind of like Oz behind the company. He's the product formulator. He owns Ask Labs. He owns the company. He's been in product formulation for the past 30 years. He's also a billionaire that drives a Hyundai. There's a reason why I'm telling you that, because of the price point that this is at, to be honest. When we have, master estheticians, dermatologists, people in the beauty industry try this product, they expect this cream to cost $300 to $400 for what it does. So they're shocked when they find out that it's only $60, and they want to know why. And the reason why is because his mission statement was to provide, he's had 30 years of experience in product formulation. It's almost like his legacy was he wanted to provide luxury skincare to the everyday person without price gouging, where this could realistically be sitting on Neiman Marcus shelf next to La Mer, costing $400 for what it does, but that isn't what he wanted to do. And, we actually just got back from a trip in Korea where we went here. This is called Rimon Village. This is a 5-star resort on Jeju Island, which is off the coast of Korea. It's kind of like our version of Hawaii. And he built this resort for us. He built it for the distributors to come and see the smart farm and to see his vision and to have leadership events and retreats at. And you just don't see this happening, because the first year in business, he took the profits from that first year and immediately started construction on this. Before they had even taken money to buy an office space, an office building, he started construction on this because he had a vision for the affiliates all coming together here. And so when we went here, it's a 5-star resort. I mean, the spa, the cafe, the meals, like everything they do is so first class. But one of the things that we went and did is we went and saw the smart farm. And when we pulled up to this giant campus. And I think in my head, I was envisioning a greenhouse, a little tiny greenhouse. We were going to see these plants, and then we were going to go have lunch. I had no idea we were going to pull up to this massive scale of operations. And what's interesting about this company is he has mapped out a 100-year plan on how he wants to become the #1 K-beauty brand in the world. And part of that plan is he wants to be completely vertically integrated. Well, what does vertical integration means? It means that they own every step from farm to face. They own the land, they own the patents, they own the smart farm. They even own the manufacturing facility that makes the bottles that the product comes in. And the reason why someone would do that is because it cuts out the middleman so that you can put more money into R&D and into the rewards plan and into first class marketing. So he is looking 5, 10, 50, 100 years down the line on what he wants this company to look at. And so when we were here, we learned more about the exclusivity of these products and how no one can duplicate these patents or this technology for the next 20 years. And what happens when 20 years is up? It doesn't matter because right now he has 13 scientists in a lab who are formulating the next wave of innovation 5, 10, 15 years down the line. So I think it's really interesting that he chose this industry. And when I was here on this trip, I really wanted to know why. And what I found out is that in Korea, they view direct selling very differently than the rest of the world, where, we may view it as a side gig or a way to make some extra money. They view it as a profession and it's taken very seriously and it's treated like it's very respected. And so he specifically chose this industry that he wanted to partner with because he could have gone so many different channels, but he specifically chose this one. And I truly feel honored that he chose this space so that we could participate in this launch because he has mapped out a plan on how he wants to be in over 50 countries in the next 5 years. So you can see the countries in white are where we are currently. The ones in green are where they will be opening up in 2026. And then, of course, this is the end goal. They will be in every country on every continent because right now you have to realize this is the only K beauty brand in the direct selling space. And when you combine that with the demand for K beauty, they will be around the globe because the demand is there. And so I know we've been talking about the why now timing factor, but most people, so I was reading about this, most people miss the boat on trends because they join after the buzz hits. And you really want to hit that sweet spot when it's in a pre-momentum phase. And right now we have a massive global trend. We have consumer attention at its peak, holiday buying behavior around the corner, and then we have the social proof. So this is just one of those rare moments where you take these two things and combine them together, and that's where you can make magic happen. So I want to thank you so much for taking a few minutes and joining me tonight. Get back to the person that invited you and see, have them send you that 3-minute brand video and let them know any questions you have. It's $20 to partner with the company. They have some starter kits that you can grab where you get a better deal on products for less money. You get free products with it. And grab your affiliate link so that you can share that before Black Friday hits because I know next week is going to be a buying frenzy. And so you want to be prepped and ready to go. So thank you, everyone, and have a great night.